back to my channel, WinterMotors. My name is Sean Winter, your friendly neighborhood outlaw. And in this episode, I want to find out how fast rust is. And you're probably wondering, what the fuck do you mean by that, Sean? And the thing is, my bike has way more rust now than it used to have just a few weeks ago. As you saw in a previous video. If you didn't, then go back and watch it. And I want to see if this rust improves the performance of the motorcycle, just like a racing stripe makes cars go faster. So that's what I'm gonna head out and be doing today. And obviously I'm gonna take you along, because who does not like rust, motorcycles and speed? As you can see, the tank rusted a little bit more and corroded a little bit further than the last time you saw it in the video that you hopefully just watched of me rusting this. The reason for that is that I did not seal it properly the first time, and then it rained for like a week straight. So then obviously it corroded a little bit more, but now I've sealed it properly. You can even see a line of where I sealed it properly the first time, where it didn't corrode any further. And I actually really like that it went a little bit further than I originally intended it to do, because now it looks really sick. I love my neighbors, seriously. It's obviously a gate here, like, and this is a daily situation. Okay, so here we are just outside Leipzig's BMW factory, or what I have renamed it as, WinterMotors testing facility. Okay, this is not usually here. I think I need to scope out this road before I do the test and answer the age-old question. So it seems like this road is sheep-free. Well, that means we can commence with the testing. Quick first impression. I think the rust makes it go faster. I think this is a very logical test and a very, what do you say, scientifical test. Well, I'm low on gas. I think that'll be the next mod, to see what can you do to the bike to make your gas last forever. But we can only answer one question at a time. So, I'm a little nervous. Let's do this. Maybe I die, maybe I don't. Let's just go through this dust cloud here and as fast as we can. Hot damn! That dust cloud was pretty scary, because there were some cars in the dust cloud that I couldn't see before I entered it. Oy oy oy. Yeah, well, I had fun. And it made the bike go faster by like a kilometer or so. So again, my theory, does the rust make the bike go faster? Just like a racing stripe on a car makes the car go faster? Indeed, it definitely does. But I'm not very happy with the amount of speed I get out of this amount of rust. I think I need a little bit more rust just to make it go that tiny bit more faster. But before we can add more rust to the bike, I need to get some supplies to add that rust to the bike. And on my way I have to pass through downtown. This is not downtown. Well, it's downtown or somewhere, but it's not downtown Leipzig, that's for sure. But that means that I'm gonna just stop and have a cheeky wee drink before I go and buy the supplies that I need. Okay, so my idea of coming for a drink is not happening, because this place is closed. It's fucking 4 o'clock on a Monday afternoon. People wants to drink. Fuck's sake. But I know a lot of places closes on Monday here, but some people like to drink on Mondays. Can't you consider us all? I guess not. Well, I guess in that case, the other thing I wanted to do is next on the agenda, and just gotta wait with drinking until I get home. How boring is that? Well, anyway, I'm heading downtown, hitting 100 red lights and probably some good old traffic jam, and getting some supplies to add some more speed, I mean rust, to the bike. Now I'm gonna add some more speed, I mean rust, to the bike. This time in the form of acrylics. It's not gonna look as real as my gas tank because that is real, but it's gonna look good, I believe. So what I'm gonna be using for this is brown, orange and black acrylics. Mixing them together, it gives you this like rust look, like more brown and orange than black, but black is kind of like the eraser. And then some matte clear lacquer or varnish on the places where I want to add the rust and wipe it off with this thing. Mask off the places I don't want to get paint on, and paint with these, obviously blend on that. Simple fucking thing. So before I start doing anything, I'm just gonna mask off the tail lamp because I don't want the tail lamp to be painted or get any paint on it at all. Maybe I change my mind later, but for now that's nothing I want. So then I'm just gonna add the clear lac spray, or like clear matte varnish spray, to the areas where I want to paint, which will be like here-ish and under here. But I think I'm just gonna start with a small spot, which will be here. Then when your paint is dried, you just need to mix this up. Black, like I said, is more of like an eraser because this is black, so black on black obviously takes a little bit away. But also you should mix some black into your mixture just to bring these colors down just a little bit, because as you can see the orange is really bright. So you want to bring it down a little bit with the black, but you can always add more of the bright colors to bring it back off if it's too much. It's kind of forgiving. And then you just dab it on slowly. Don't go too hardcore. And you can always add more of each color. Like now this is too brown, so I take a little bit of orange. Dab that on. Let's see. And you can darken that with some black afterwards, which I will have to do. So that will be my test piece. Now I put some more orange in the brown and brightened it up a little bit, made it a little bit spotty. When you dry brush by dabbing it on like that, it also gives you this texture of it being corroded, which is exactly what you want. What I'm going to do now is just clear lacquer with the matte lac over that again. That will dull it down a little bit. So I do like the way that turned out. You don't really see it that well on camera. On camera I don't really want to focus on it that well. I think it's because it's still a little shiny because the varnish hasn't really dried yet. But I think you get the idea. I do like it, so I'm just gonna start adding this to other places on the fender already. On places where it makes sense that it would rust. So that is what I've done to it now. It's very subtle, not that in your face. But the reason for that is that I didn't want it to be too much, because I didn't want it to take the attention of the tank, since the tank is like the centerpiece of the bike. And also it can get a little bit over the top and your eyes just don't know what to look at, don't know what to do. But the reason I did this now, even though I might change it up, is because now you have seen two ways of adding rust to your bike. One then with acrylics that I just did, and a real way, like actual real rust, which is what I did with the tank in the previous video. And if I change it up and do it again, obviously I'll take you along. But I think now is we have to find out if this actually made the bike go faster. So let's get out on the road, and I guess the proof is in the rust, I guess. Now the age-old question will be answered. Does rust make your bike go faster? Let's find out. What up, buddy? He had no rust, so obviously I'm faster than him. Okay. Oh wow. I think. Oh, I could feel the skin of my arms wobbling in that speed. That are like, you know, warping because of the speed or the air pressure, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That was a little bit over 140.
Never really taken this bike any faster than that. And you know why? Because it didn't go any faster than that until the rust was added. Because rust makes the bike faster, guys.
So the question you all have been asking has finally been answered. And before I sign out, I just want to let you know that if you want to support the channel, you can go down in the description down below where you will find a link to my Patreon that you can sign up for, or a link to where you can buy me a beer. Every little helps the growth of this channel, so if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching another video here at Winter Motors. My name is Sean Winter, your friendly neighborhood outlaw. And until next time, bye bye.